Hey there, dear YouTube audience, and welcome back to another episode of Risk of Rain DOS Character Showcase. I'm of course the one that loves you the most, Love Giant, and today we take a closer look into the good old Commando. Last time we took a look at the most recent addition to Risk of Rain 2, which obviously was the Bandit. We took a closer look at both of his abilities, quote unquote. Or loadouts, I should say. We took a look at the standard loadout that he comes prepackaged with, and then at the abilities that you can unlock him, so the second loadout. And we're gonna go through each and every survivor, and we're gonna go through each and every one of the loadouts that you can unlock for them. And today we take a look at the first one, the first survivor that is unlocked, the only one that you can play when you start off the game, which is gonna be the Commando. And we take a look at his standard loadout. Wish me luck, because I fucking hate it, because everything that you unlock with him is ultimately better. Maybe not the special ability that might be the best one that you can get for Commando, but we get into that in a little bit. So, Commando, as an overview, the Commando is a jack-of-all-trades character that is reliable in all situations of the game. That's a lie. Double tap is powerful at both short and long range, firing quickly and activating many item effects. Effective use of his tactical dive is key to dodging heavily telegraphed attacks. Obviously, the good old laser beams from the stone golems. Suppressive Fire can be used to repeatedly stun a single enemy or stun a group. Phase rounds can pass through walls. Use that to your advantage. So, we have, as a primary, double tap. Rapidly shoot an enemy for 100% damage. Self-explanatory. We have a phase round for our secondary ability. Fires a piercing bullet for 300% damage. Deals 40% more damage every time it passes through an enemy, which is pretty damn good. That, you know, that it travels through multiple, and then it has piercing damage, and it deals more damage the more enemies it travels through. It's a little bit comparable, not really, but a little bit comparable to Huntress's Glaive, even though the Glaive is way better. We have the tactical dive. Roll a short distance. Doesn't say it right here. It kind of hints at it in the overview. Tactical dive is key to dodging heavily telegraphed attacks. Obviously, actually, I'm not entirely sure if you have iframes during that, but it doesn't say it, but I'm just gonna assume. Let me check. That doesn't even say anything if I hover over it. And then we have Suppressive Fire, stunning fire repeatedly for 100% damage per bullet. The number of shots increases with attack speed. Basically, I thought it was like censored there for a second. I don't know. Yeah, obviously, they give us a little bit of a hint on what we should, or what we could stack on certain survivors. For the Bandit, obviously, they sort of hinted at that we should stack crit. In case of the good old Commando, if we go for Suppressive Fire, obviously, they kind of hint at us going for Soldier Syringes, which obviously give attack speed. But we're gonna go with a standard loadout with the Commando. So, yeah, let's see what we're gonna get. It is now the 6th time that I try to record this thing. Commando is just so goddamn atrociously bad. It's, oh my god, dude. It is gonna happen though. This is happening now. Fuck it. If I die now, I don't give a shit. This is the 6th time I'm trying this. So, we have double tap. Left click primary ability is just simple aim and shoot and kill. We have the phase round, multiple damage amplified when it travels through an enemy. The one that gets hit after that takes amplified damage. I think it was like 30% more. He still is garbage and deals no damage, by the way. We have the tactical roll, which is this. Gives you a little bit of distance, but yeah, you don't have any iframes during that, so it's trash. And then we have, wait, let me check. Yeah, then we go with the phase round, amplified damage. And then we have Suppressive Fire, which is this one. You fire a little bit faster, and it is your stun, which obviously every survivor kind of needs. That's why you don't need Stun Grenade, however. That's a little bit overdoing it, but yeah, at least one of your abilities should stun. And then you are kind of good to go. Flares are a bitch with Commando. They never, always if you see them spawning in, always take care of them, because they will mess up your day, because they hit you every time. You don't have iframes during your roll, so don't count on that. Definitely make sure to get out of there, get them out as soon as you can. Stone golems are easy to dodge, however. You just wait until the laser flickers a little bit, and when you use your tactical roll right then and there, and you don't bump into anything, then you should be good. We have 2 fuel cells, so 2 charges, 2 extra charges for our... For our Q item, which we don't have one yet, our equipment, but maybe we will somewhere down the line. Another green item, not the best one so far. Depends on what we find. Let's see. Oh, well, wood sprites. It's not good with the fuel cell because it literally doesn't do anything, considering that we play solo, but. It's heal, so, and since Commando is squishy as hell and doesn't deal any damage, kind of a good pickup. I'm gonna wait until we get 50 gold, even though we get that easily when I trigger the event, but I definitely want to fight with the... I want to see first, before we charge the teleporter, what we have in this beautiful box back here. There's something... Ah yeah, they're moving down there. No problem though, we have the spawns here. There we go. Okay, that's good. Will-o'-the-wisp. I mean, we don't kill anything, but that's good to have when we eventually down something. I mean, it's bound to happen at one point in this run. So let's see. So far, I died to the first boss 3 times in a row, which is fun. Was everything so far. It was a Beetle Queen, it was a Stone Titan, it was the Vagrant. Literally everyone. Literally everyone I died to on the first fucking stage. Because once again, just saying it again, Commando, at least standard loadout Commando is trash. Stone Titan. Usually you stay close to him and deal damage, but you're never gonna get the laser of him, and he's never gonna hit you. But that doesn't work with Commando because he gets swarmed by everything and deals and gets damaged, and then, you know, bad times, basically. Yeah, that's basically what happened. And I stood into all of them, and then yeah, it was Damage Town USA. Population was me, sadly. Yeah, we kind of dealt with that. If they would just stay close to him, that would be way better. But we are in a good spot. That was pretty good. Pretty good face round damage. Oh yeah, usual methods that you can do with any other survivor don't really apply to the Commando for the standard loadout. Doesn't work. Don't stay close to him and jump around him. They swarm you and you die. Same case for the... well, you wouldn't stay close to the Beetle Queen, but... I never really got shotgunned by the Beetle Queen, but for some reason... Well, shotgun means you get hit by multiple projectiles from the Beetle Queen, and then you just get insta-gimped by her. Never really happens to any survivor other than the fucking Commando. I don't know, he just attracts the Beetle Queen's goo. Somehow. Not a good thing to have. However, we've beaten the first stage. So I can successfully retire with the Commando now. I'm never gonna play that again, but the standard loadout Commando is not a good time. And we don't have the best. Actually, I've pretty much trashed your items so far, but it all comes down to the equipment. If we find... oh yeah, Royal Capacitator would be insanely good. So I'm definitely going to be rooting for that. I don't know what else, though. Yeah, Royal Capacitator would be like my go-to item right now. Maybe even the rockets, the homing rockets. They're also good with double fuel cell. Or of course foreign fruit if we want to go for a little bit more defensive stuff. But because you know we are, as I said, we are squishy as fuck, and with at least one fuel cell, foreign fruit is good on every character. But 2, even better. Let's hope for a yes. Origin of Tar. The only problem is that we're probably gonna have, forgot his name. So that's not good. Let me show you what I got, my boy. I mean, there's a slight possibility, I guess, that we can have a Beetle Queen. Does the Beetle Queen spawn here? Actually, not sure. I think. Focus Crystal is not good. Got some crit. Alright, why not? Crit is actually fairly possible with Commando. Or I'm just lucky. But yeah, feel free to take any damage output that you can get. Speaking of gunner, even like gunner turrets are a good investment, because as I said, you don't deal damage. I think you saw that by now. It's pretty bad. We have 2 more chests here. Definitely inclined to be taking them. Oh, a high value one, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna prioritize that one. I think it was like 50 something, 53, yeah, so 66 roundabout for the high value one, I would assume, since it's usually double the price. Elevator. Teleporter is on the other side of the area. Okay. A little bit proud of that. That worked out as intended. For a change, we should have more than enough money by now. Repulsion armor plate. I mean, flat damage reduction. I mean, yeah. We are. I want to say Bennett for some reason. Shame on me. We're on Commando, so yeah. Take area up that I can get. But we are also pretty much shit in the bed. The only good item that we have at the moment, well, to a certain degree, Lens Maker. If we get Harvester Scythe, even better. But yeah, okay, let's say Lens Maker and Will-O-The-Wisp. That's the only good items that we have. And the only offensive items, nonetheless. Because we're never gonna. I mean, we have Warhorn. Nah, it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, we have Deathmark without anything, basically. So we're never gonna proc this at this state. I was gonna say, I thought I saw something flying over there. Once again, take care of the flyers first, because they are the real problem. Guillotine is always good to have. One of the items that doesn't fall off late game, that is consistently strong. Okay, our Will-O-The-Wisp put in some work. Hello! Let's go. That's a good thing to have. 3 charges for the homing missiles. That's some good damage. If it would hit, that is. Most of them seemed like they missed. Oh, we got the Soda Syringe. So a little bit more attack damage. Or attack speed, and thus more damage output for us, obviously. Yeah. Sticky bombs, for sure. Stacks really well with attack speed. Yeah, flyers, I heard them. Here we have the Nars Tomb. Enemies have a chance to drop money when I die. Kind of noteworthy with 2 stacks, but still I wouldn't really go for it if you have other chances. And maybe you notice that our crosshair gets wider if I just leave double tap. If I just don't let go of the left mouse button for double tap, basically. That means the shot is a little bit less in the center, so we can go anywhere where the crosshair expands to. So less accuracy overall. Syringe. I mean, as you can see, we deal no damage, but I mean, it's something. Something. See where the rocket launcher decides, or the homing missiles decide to go. Mostly for the queen, apparently. That was solid. That was solid. Let's see how much shit is crawling over here. Goddamn. But face round value. All right, all right. I'm digging it. We hardly take any damage so far, at least. Will-o'-the-Wisp putting in work. Putting in massive work right here, to be fair. Let's make sure we don't get damaged while we're frozen. Since damage is amplified, as far as I know. Push them out a bit. Phase around through there. Nice. As long as they are nicely clustered up together, it's usually a good sign for us. Yes. All right then. Let's see. Got another. Got the first rusted key. Also a med kit, which is pretty good. Which gives us a delayed heal after taking damage. So that's always good to have. So basically a little bit of damage reduction, if you will. Okay. We're gonna be fast and nimble more than we would be with other survivors, because they have sustain and staying power, which Commando clearly lacks. So we're just gonna bolt out of there as fast as we can. The faster this is over, the better, so I can actually get to better loadouts. Even though we still have multi to go for, and I can't play that guy. So you're gonna be in for a treat when we get to him. Which is gonna be actually in 2 episodes. Ah yeah, the fun police. Nicely wrecked. Gotta say though, Commando looks kinda cool with the homing missile package on his back. That looks kinda nice. I give you that. I give you that. Nope. No! And we also do have a little bit of mobility. I see another equipment shop, however, and I definitely want to check out what we have in there. Maybe it's something I can trade my homing missiles with, because I don't plan on carrying those for that long. Let alone a 3-stack of it. I mean, backup could be fun. Yeah, let's go for backup. Because it also distracts enemies, so we are less likely to get focused down and die. Because that happens, for some reason, extremely fast with him. Whoops. Definitely gonna stay with the backup. Let's see, we have the teleporter over there. think we could check and hit that up already. This guy. Okay, we have officially 3 freaking keys now, with just 3 green items. We just need. Oh, there's a box. I think that just spawned because I think it wasn't here before. Interesting. That's how that works. And we got the chrono bubble, which at least is a trigger for the death mark. But ironically enough, it's the only proc that we have for it. Actually, the second. I think stun also counts. But it's literally everything that Chrono Bubble does. It just gives you another activation trigger for. No. Let me get some backup in here. Ah, fuck yeah. Nuke him down! Beautiful. Nuke him! Oh, I can't get away. And he's sucking them down. That's alright though. He doesn't have much more to suck on in a little bit, I think. Yep. Yep. Are we safe here? Yeah, we are. Okay. Oh, we're not in range though. But I'd like to charge the teleporter, but it's alright. We're not safe from that though. But we got the healing drone. And we have the Mired Urn, which definitely got highly improved. Like now you don't suck HP from your comrades anymore. But just from enemies. And I think it also slows them down. So all in all, pretty solid. Let's call in some backup. We have another one available in 38 seconds. And after that we should save up our stacks, however, that we have them ready by the next stage. Thought I could deal with a little bit more. But good value nonetheless. Needless to say. Aw, yeah. Thought I saw another chest over there, but apparently not. But we have one here. So we're gonna check this out. Stun grenade, alright. Not what anyone needs, but I'm taking it. Just finish the job, guys. The hell? It's supposed to be back up, not back down. It's actually kind of clever now that I think about it. Sometimes you just spout nonsense and it's actually awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think it says how long they are, how long they help you. I think it was like 30 seconds. But yeah, given that we can do that 3 times in a row, would say it's worth it. Well, focus crystal, alright. Another chest in there, definitely gonna have a peek at that. We also have, didn't we have 2 more keys? Okay, we have 1 more, never mind. So there's one more chest lying about somewhere. And that was an imp. Pretty sure about that. Can't really see him though. Oh, we have this guy. Just send out the backup. If he's close, he's dead. Basically. Probably shouldn't have done that. We kind of needed the charges that we have from them, or for them. Let's take a look. Sure. I just see green and I just immediately press. Doesn't matter what it is. Every green item except the ones, some of the ones that we have, which is the Tomb, Bandolier, and Chronobibble. Legend Daisy depends. Not the worst. And Warhorn, pretty bad. Deathmark as well. Then that go pretty good item pool. Alright. Glacial Contraption, eh? For the goddamn commando. You see the damage? Sure thing, bruh. Let's just take care of this little piece of garbage. But I mean, we have the guillotine. So we should be able to serve justice in a few seconds now. So far for the backup. And the insta-kill is incoming. There you go. Not sure where we have the teleporter now. Ah, Ronald's band. No, not activating the fucking mountain shrine against or with commando. No, that's not finna happen. That's not finna happen. Definitely seem better at this stage of the game. Then again, we talk about a fucking war banner. We need 182 for the chest, which we could easily make with before we activate teleporter, but fuck it, we're gonna activate that. We're at 24 minutes, which is a pretty good track record. Actually, I'm gonna take this one though. Yeah, I wanna kinda have that possible advantage against the boss, or advantage. You know what I mean. There we go. Got pretty good luck up and complete an well, razor wire is alright. But other than that, complete and utter trash in the shop. Just like in real life. And some drone got struck down, but it's none of mine, it seems. That was the weirdest thing right now. I thought I was shooting here, even though I just saw it in my peripheral vision. I was like, oh yeah, that's the worm. Turns out it wasn't. Okay, make sure that we stay around because burn damage is a problem with the worm, and Jesus, we also have a contraption in the air. There it is. And there's another one. Because you know, one is never enough nowadays, at least. Not gonna care about the special chest. Or legendary. Another another fuel cell, so basically 5-time, I don't know, 4-time backup calls. They're gonna know our phone number by now. But the call is always justified. But I definitely want to get my piece of cake right here. Solid. Okay, nothing. Okay, door's open, but I'm just gonna take this little item and then we're gonna bounce off, which definitely wasn't worth it. Yeah, we can check. Back up to 82 lunar coins, so we definitely have some stuff to spare. And we don't have the best green items. We don't have the best white items, so it's gonna take my Will of the Wisp. I'm definitely aware of that, but still, let me see what we got. Behemoth? Leaf Clover is pretty good. Yes. Took the worst items. I'm taking it. Leech Seed. Dealing damage heals you is pretty self-explanatory. And off we go. We're doing kind of good, considering that it's the 6th time I restarted this, but it's still Commando, you know. Like, why play Commando when you can play literally anything else? So obviously we're gonna go Mithrix, cause screw everything else. Screw trying anything else with the Commando. I just wanted to mention, I don't know if I mentioned it already or not, but obviously I'm playing on Rainstorm. I don't want to go through the pain and actually play Commando on Monsoon #1 and #2. Drizzle is just too easy. But maybe a little bit more fair, considering, you know, plus minus equals plus, so with Commando and Drizzle being the minus, so maybe it would still be good somehow. Jesus. What the? How many fucking contraptions are there? Are you kidding me? I heard like 4. Oh, there you are. Hello. Did we proc? No, we didn't proc Ronald's band yet. Oh god, this is sad. This is extremely sad. How do I proc it with Commando? Oh yeah, playing anyone else? Actually, it wouldn't be too bad if they kill me here. Yeah, that's the perfect example of don't try this. Yeah, don't try this at home. Fuck that. Fuck the Commando with the standard loadout. Not gonna happen. Definitely glad that is over. I could have prevented it, yes, but I actually kind of wanted to die here because, yeah, this is literal torture. So yeah, my friends, Commando, impossible to tank anything. 0 HP, gets overwhelmed by anything. It doesn't deal any damage. jack of all trades, but in the worst kind possible. That, my friend, sums up the Commando with the basic loadout. And next time, we're gonna have the last pain to endure with Commando, which is his unlockable abilities, who actually aren't that bad, at least 2 of them. Special is a little bit crappy, but still at least more fun. And we're actually going to be able to deal a little bit of damage with him with the unlockable loadout. So yeah, definitely stick around for that. That was a run with the standard loadout with the Commando. As I said, don't try this at home, it's garbage. But yeah, it's the first thing that you play with, so you kind of have to be acquainted with that until you get, or you have to endure that for a little bit until you get to some characters that are actually fun and unique to play. But yeah, pretty basic. Obviously, as I said, you know, he's the first one that you have when you start up the game, so you get a little bit familiar with how everything works. That's why he's pretty basic, but also pretty bad. So, but you know, a basic character doesn't have to be bad. Look at Virtua Fighter, for instance. But that was it for the Commando standard loadout showcase. As I said, don't try this at home unless you have to, obviously. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next Survivor showcase, where we're gonna tackle the Survivor Commando with the unlockable loadout.